Manchester United survived a scare to reach the FA Cup fifth round, thanks to Luke Shaw and Alejandro Garnacho. But Rasmus Hojlund was not at the races despite adding a late goal with a chance he could not miss.
Shaw and Garnacho provided the threat for United and they cut through Newport with ease, particularly in the opening stages. Bruno Fernandes fired the Red Devils in front before Kobbie Mainoo made the game even more comfortable, with United threatening a thrashing after just 13 minutes.
Few would have predicted what was to come next as League Two Newport mounted a valiant comeback. Bryn Morris' long-range strike was deflected in before former dairy farmer Will Evans struck at the near post just after half-time to equalise.
Read more on Man U. TDGAME halted Newport v Man United clash temporarily suspended as medics rush to crowd emergency. Newport 2 Man United 4 United edge League 2 minnows. Despite throwing away 2-goal lead, Erik ten Hag's side have folded from such a position on more than one occasion this season, but they regrouped and showed composure to get back on top. Shaw was again the architect as he waltzed into the box before unleashing a curling effort with his weaker foot onto the post. Fortunately for United, Anthony was on hand to gobble up the rebound.
The 12-time FA Cup winners added a fourth late on after Garnacho cleverly fed Mainoo through on goal. His effort was stopped, but Hojlund followed up and slotted into an empty net. Here is how Sun Sports' Caelan Hughes rated United's FA Cup display at Rodney Parade.
Most read in FA Cup Yob shame FA Cup clash marred by Yob violence live on ITV as Stars families forced to flee double murder. 2 teenagers knifed to death by gang who fled in car as cops launch hunt. Star Lost Neighbours legend who played Michael Martin in Soap dies aged 4. 8 CASH strapped him skint borrowing from dad after winning £95,000, says Traitors champ Harry Altai. Bayindir 5 The debutant could do nothing about County's first goal as the ball was diverted beyond his reach by Martinez's deflected header. He could have been more aggressive in coming out to stop the second as he had no chance of stopping Evans' strike once he made connection on the cross.
Showed what he is capable of as he leapt brilliantly to tip a late long-range effort over the bar. Diogo Dalot 5 picked out Mainoo with a good cross for the midfielder to double United's lead.
But he left acres of space on the left flank in the build-up to Newport's equaliser and got nowhere near stopping the cross that led to the goal. Rafael Varane 4 lost track of his runner Will Evans, who beat him to the cross to steer in. Newport's equaliser.
Looked cumbersome at times and United's backline looked weak and vulnerable. Lisandro Martinez 5 was slightly unfortunate to divert Bryn Morris' long-range effort into the back of his own net. He was not much better than his centre-back pairing but has spent a lot of time out injured recently.
Luke Shaw 8 United's left flank was devastating in the first half and he played a key role as his pass fed Anthony, who supplied Fernandes. Linked well with Garnacho and it was his lovely right-footed curler which fell to Anthony to score after the ball came back off the post.
Casemiro 5 showed some signs of rustiness after returning from a lengthy injury layoff, but his quality was also clear to see with some clever passes in midfield. However, he was slow in transition, and afforded Newport's attackers far too much time and space in the Red Devils' half.
Kobbie Mainoo 6 took his first professional goal with class as he turned home Dalot's cross into the bottom corner with pinpoint accuracy. Kept things ticking over in midfield, but like Casemiro, he allowed his opponents too much space at times.
Bruno Fernandes 6 took his goal brilliantly as he drilled the ball low and hard beyond goalkeeper Nick Townsend, a chance many others would have skied over the bar. Was effective on the break and linked well with Garnacho. Antony 6 much livelier than he has been recently and made the most of his freedom to roam in the attacking final third.
Was in the right place at the right time to rebound Shaw's effort into the back of the net. Alejandro Garnacho 7, the youngster, was electric in the first half and combined well with Fernandes and Antony in particular.
He came close to scoring when he smashed the crossbar from inside the box, but was a little selfish at times and did not always pick the right pass. Rasmus Hojlund 4 was barely involved, but he did tee up Fernandes for a chance the captain should have buried not long after Newport equalised.
He had no shots at all until hitting United's fourth late on, firing into an empty net. Largely ineffective and will need to improve against Wolves on Thursday. Read more Sun STORIESCHOC shock yes please scream Cadbury fans after they spot new mini eggs Easter egg whistle stop I performed in the Love Island villa. We got caught breaking strict rule sub Scott McTominay. For Casemiro, 82 minutes, 6 provided energy late on to maintain pressure on Newport, resulting in the fourth goal.
Willy Kambala, for sure, 82 minutes, 6 had little to do but will be pleased to get more minutes under his belt.